Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. In this video, we will learn how these services can be injected at a particular module level and how that particular service will work for us whenever we are registering that service in a particular modules, and how you can make them as a new instances without creating a new keyword whenever you are creating at a module level. So let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code and create some set of components and some set of modules for us. So let me go here. What I'll do is I'll just create one module called as product module. Ng generate, and let me create a module with a product module, and this product module will be having a routing file. So let me use this routing file and hit enter. It will create a routing module for us. Now what I want to do is I want to create the same product, but I want to create a component. Ng generate component, and let me use a component called as product component, and let me skip the test files. Skip -tests, enter. So it created our product component. First we will go and create our respective lazy loading stuff for this product. So let me jump into app routing module, and here what I'll do is just I'll go here and create our path. So the default path is something like product, and let me use something like a load children. So this load children will have a callback function which will import our module. So that module is something like I can create something like product, and inside this product I have something like product module, and let me use a promise based function implies. So I am writing dot, then m implies m dot product module. So we have created our path for this product module. Let me hit enter just to show this. So let me go into product module, and inside the product module we have a product routing module. Let me go into this routing module, and here let me create a path called as empty, and let me import a component called as product component. So now we have created our product routing. So let me go into app module, and let me give a default path, and let me use redirect to the path name /product, and let me use path match as full. So I have created a default path for our product. Now what I want to do is I want to create a common service or any service that should be created and used as an individual instance for product module, and I want to use the same thing but as a separate instance for another modules, whatever we will be creating now. So we have a product module, that's fine. Now let me go and create one more component. That component should be inside the product module itself. So now inside the app I want to go into product, and inside the product I just want to create our product details page. So let me use ng generate component, and component name is product -details, and I want to skip the test file tests, and it will be registered in our product module because the nearest module is product module. So I am in the same product module, and now what I'll do is I'll just create one more routing for us. So let me go into app or product routing, and here let me create a path where the path is :id. So it receives some set of id for us, and let me use a component. Now let me use product details component. So let me save this, and now we are ready with product and product details component. Let's check that. So product works, and if I give some set of id to this, so it is something like product details works. Now what I want to do is I want to create one more module for us, and that module is something like, let me consider any messenger service or notification service. Let me use this as a notification service. Ng generate service, and the service name is notification service, and I want to skip the test file, skip tests. So what I want to do is I want to use this notification as a global format, and also we will be making that at a module level. So I have created the notification service. Let me go into notification service, and here I'll just create simple message, and the message is something like a string format, and I just want to showcase the message with some value. So let me use something like default value, which is like I have a default value over here, and now I want to use set message method, and this method should not return anything, but it has to update my message property. So is equal to, it will receive some input, which is again a string format, and let me use an input, and let me make this method as a public and make this variable as private. So it is very simple, like I'm using these messages and I'm using the setter message for us to set this or update this particular message. So let me use one more method called as get message, and this get message should return a string type, and that is nothing but return this dot message. So I am just returning this particular message. So until unless I apply or update this particular message, the message value will be default message. So now what I'll do is I'll just go into our product, that is nothing but product component.html, and just I'll create a button which will update the notification message. So I want to update the notification message, and let me use click event. So this click event, what it will do is update notification method. So what I'll do, just I'll copy this message and go into our TypeScript, and here I'll just create an injection process, that is to inject that notification service. So let me use something like notification service, which is again a type of notification service, and I will use something like inject method over here, inject of notification service. So I have injected the notification service into our product component. Now what I want to do, I just want to update and navigate the user. So update notification, let me copy here, and just I'll go here, and what I'll do is I'll use this notification service dot set message. I'm just setting a mathematical random value. So let me use math dot random dot toString, because we want to pass a string to that particular set message. So I have this math.random, and we are using this math.random.toString, but toString is a method over here. So let me save this. Now whenever I click this update notification, it will set the message in our notification service. Now I'll just use something like router service. This is my router service, and that is coming from router type, and let me inject that router service given by Angular. So now I'll just use this dot router service dot navigate of, I want to navigate into our product, and I just pass some set of random value. Let me use 1. So because I'm navigating to the product/1 where it is product details. So let me go here and now go into our product page, and you can see that product works, and let me click on update the notification message. So it navigated here. Now what I want to do is inside the product details, I want to get that particular value, whatever we have set here. So what I'll do, let me go into product details component.ts. Now it will use notification service in the same fashion like notification service type, and that is equal to inject method, and inside the inject method I can use notification service. Now I'm using this inject method. What I'll do is I'll create my variable. So variable is something like product message is equal to whatever the message we are sending from the notification. So I'll just get that notification service dot get message. So it will give the message to me. So this message I'll just display in my UI. So let me go here and let me use something like product notification hyphen that particular product message. So let me use an interpolation to showcase that. It is very simple, like sending the data from one component to another component by using services. That's what I did till now. So you can see it is default value because I'm not coming from the product page. Let me go here and let me come from product page, and you can see that value. And this is completely related to a particular module, and if you see your notification service, that is registered at a root level. So that's why both components are able to access that notification service and able to share the data between them. Now the second thing is I'll just use something like a profile ng generate module. I want to generate a profile module with routing and hit enter. So now this is a profile module. Let me create ng generate component, and the component name is profile component with skip hyphen tests. I'm just skipping the test files and created the profile component. And also let me create profile details component, ng generate component, and let me create a profile details component hyphen skip hyphen tests file. Enter. So now I have created profile details, I have created profile component, and also I have updated products. Actually it is updating in the product. Why? Because we didn't went inside the component. So let me remove this component first. So let me go here inside the product details and profile. Inside the profile we don't have this. Let me remove this profile details, and this profile let me move outside of the, so that will be a sibling for this. So let me use this profile. So let me go into profile, cd dot and cd space profile. Inside the profile I want to create a component called as profile details component. Let me hit enter, and now it created the profile details component inside our profile. So now let's frame our routing. So let me close this, go into our app routing, and inside this routing I'll just create a path with profile, and let me use a load children, and this is something like implies import of dot slash, I want to go with the profile slash profile module, and it is a promise based. M implies m dot profile module. So this is related to the profile module. Now let me go into profile module and make our routings. So let me go into routings file, and here let me use a path where the path is empty, and whenever it is empty the component should be profile component. And let me go into the path, one more path, and here let me use colon id, and component is profile details component. Save this. Now we have profile component with the profile details component, and let's check whether this routing is working fine or not. Let me go here, and it is saying that module not found, can't resolve profile details. Okay, so let me go into our product module, and I think here it has been imported by our CLI. So let me remove that and save this. Now it is working fine. So let me go into profile. So for that sake, let me use something like profile, and you can go into profile works, and let me give /1. It went into profile detail works. That means everything is working as expected. Now let me go here and just close everything. Now what I want to do is I want to use our notification service even in this profile pages. So let me go into profile component.html, and here what I want to do is I want to create a button called as profile notification sender, and let me create a click event, and this click event will send a notification to our service profile notification. And let me copy this. Now let me go into our profile.component.ts and just use this method. What this method should do, it has to set some random value. So let me go into our something like notification service. Let me create that service, notification service colon, and it is of type notification service again, equal to, I want to create and inject this notification service. So I have injected this service. Let me use this dot notification service dot set message of, I want to use something like, I want to differentiate them. So let me use a profile and hyphen, let me use some value. So let me use math dot random of dot to string. So I have converted into to string, and that will be having a profile word prepended with that particular value. So let me go to the last, and what we can do is, so here what I want to do, I want to create a router service, and this router service will have a router service of Angular, and this should be injected with our router service. Now I want to navigate this profile to profile details page. So let me use router service dot navigate of, I want to pass this guy to our profile comma 1. So let me use profile 1. It's a hard-coded value. Let me go here. Now let me go into profile, and inside the profile sender message I am clicking on this, you are able to go to profile details. Now inside the profile details component.ts, just I'll inject this the same pattern and I'll be getting the profile message. So let me import all missing, and then profile message is equal to, this is something like notification service, that is nothing but this dot notification service dot get message of, and save this. Now whatever the message we are setting from our profile, that will be shown in the UI. Let me copy this and use an interpolation. So let me use a paragraph and I am using something like profile message hyphen, I'll just use interpolation, save this. Now let me go back, click on this, you are able to see a profile with some set of value. So let me go back, whenever you go into the product, you are able to see some value. So for product also, let me change like this, product.component.ts. Inside this, let me do the same thing like product and hyphen, let me use dollar and let me close here. So I'm just differentiating both where we are exactly and from where we are getting that particular message. So let me go here, and now if I go here and click this, you are getting a product. This message is coming from product, and if you go into our /profile and click this, you will be going into profile. So I want to navigate from one page to another page without any reload. For that sake, let's go into our router outlet and create a navigations links. So let me go here, and what I'll do is just I'll go into app.component.html, and here what I'll do is I'll just create some set of links like a div with an anchor tag. So let me use something like router link, and let me remove this, I don't want to use this, and let me give the path something like a product. This is product, and copy this, put it over here, here, and let me use product details. So the details require some set of value, and this is something like profile. So this requires profile navigation, and here, well, let me use profile details, and it requires profile /1. So save this. Now go back and you can see this, but it is showing in a single line. So for that sake, I can use and nbsp just for creating a spaces, and save this. Go here, you can see product details, and profile details. Let me click this. So it is going into product details, profile details. So now we have created everything. What I'll do is I'll just go here, and if you try to update the notification, it will go into product details, and then it will be showing you the updated value. So for example, when I click this, you are seeing product, and the product notification value is some random number. And if you go to the profile details, again you are seeing the same set of value. If you see 0.674, and if you go here, it is also 0.674. That means the same value is distributed between product details and profile details. And if you go into profile, just go and update this value, and now the profile value is 0.873, and if you go into product details, it is updated by profile, but you are seeing the same value in the product. That means both are using the same instance, and they are using the same storage value. So that is the reason it is not getting updated individually. Instead, it is using a common storage. So now how you want to differentiate this? So if you want to use that product notification service, especially for product and product details as one, and profile details as one, how you can separate them, or how you can use that service in two instances. So let me go here and go to the notification service. Inside this service, first thing we need to remove this because it is at a global level. Now, if you go into app module, Even here you have a property called as providers. If you give here as well, it works the same way like a global service. So let me show you something over here. So we are not using a provided in property. Instead, we are registering this service at a global level of app module. Let me go here and just clear this off and reload. Now I'm in the product page. Let me update the value. Now the value is 0.078. Let me go into profile details. Here also 0.078, but it is updated by product. It is not updated by profile. So that means again the same style or same type of storage they are using. Now I want to separate them for each and every module. If I go to profile module, that notification service should have the profile details values only. But if I go to product, then it should have only product related notification services. That means they should handle two different notification service instances. For that sake, let me remove here. Now what I can do is, as we know, this profile and profile details are related to one module. Product and product details are related to one module. So for that sake, let me go into our product module, and inside the product modules, I should use inside the providers. So providers as notification service. If you observe, now I am in products and product works and it is working as expected. Let me go into our profile module and let me update the providers there as well. So whenever I am using this particular service at a particular module, then that instance will be created for that module. For example, if you are using notification service in profile, that will create one instance for that notification service. And if you are creating some providers or registering this particular service at a product module, then it will be related and it will be creating one instance for that product module alone. So now here I am using two times. So this notification services instances will be two. One is for product, one is for profile. Let me go back and clear this off and reload. So now it is loaded and I think no problem. Yeah. Let me click on update notification. So the product value is 0.77. But previously when you go into profile, usually see this value. But now if I go into profile, the instance is created, but there is no updated value. Then it will be showing a default value. So let me go here. It is showing a default value and let me come back. You can see that product. That means your value is persisting for the product module itself. And whenever you go into profile and update from profile, you are in the profile details with a profile value of 0.972. If I go into product is having some other value, profile is having some other value. That means they both are acting individually. And if I go and update in my product again the value got updated, but that will not change in your profile details. Let me go into profile details. It is using the same value whatever it has updated before. So that's how you can create two instances for your services. And if you forget to use the provider, what is the error you will be getting over here? Let me remove this, save this. If you go here, you got one error over here inside the profile module. So first thing is I'll just try to go into product and it worked properly. But if I try to go into profile, it thrown me an error. Why? Because inside the module, I am trying to inject a service, but that service is not registered yet. If you see this, remember, whenever you are getting R3 injector error, that means the service whatever you are using inside your component or a module, that is not registered with any of the respective modules or a component. So let me go here, and if you see this notification service, if I register this, you will not see that error for that particular module. Let me go here. I am in the profile and you are not seeing any of the error. So that's how it works with providers. So you can inject this provider anywhere in any module, and whenever you are registering this provider at a particular module, that service lifetime or the scope of that service will be within that module. And once you reload the application, again all the services and all the instances will be reinstantiated. So that's how your modular service approach will be worked. And hope this video will be a bit confusing, but try to understand in a clear fashion. See this video couple of times to understand this. So it is very simple, but try to understand in a clear fashion. Make a note of every component whatever I have created here, and you can see our code base in my GitHub link. I'll provide the GitHub link in the description. Please take the pull from that particular GitHub, check the code, understand the things and play with that. So that's about your modular level of services usage. And in my upcoming video, I'll explain you where this notification service at a component level. So we have created a new keyword in my previous videos, and I explain what are the problems which we face whenever we are using a new keyword, how to avoid that, and how to create a particular service for a particular component. Without creating a particular new keyword, we can use that and register our services at a component level. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.